complexity. The second
wait,
example...
It's introduced. How is it introduced?
The genetic element is actually mobile. It can be introduced either by phage transduction. These are small viruses that carry genetic...
So this happens naturally?
Naturally, yes.
Okay. Does this transmitting this new information by some natural means, as in like a virus, puts this new information into your gene code? Is that passed on to the next generation?
In humans, yes, and in bacteria, yes, and in corn, yes.
Is it beneficial?
In the case of this example, yes, and in most cases, yes.
Okay. Is it an example of something is that sufficient evidence for you to believe that a rock can turn to a human over 6 billion years?
I never said that rocks could change into humans.
If you want to ask a question, wait in line, please, okay? Go ahead.
I was going to say that I'm not trying to propose that rocks can become humans. I'm thinking about evolution in terms of organisms and living things.
Okay,
right?
so
what I'm saying is that complexity can be introduced into a gene pool by mobile genetic elements that I don't think you really understand.
Oh, I do understand, but listen carefully.
You understand transposons? You should name the 3 types of transposons then?
Just listen. You are missing the point. What I showed tonight in my presentation
is not all the evidence.
No, I showed there are 6 types of evolution. You're wanting to skip the first 4. You're wanting to start with living things and say that these DNA sections can be transferred.
We'll start earlier. Back it all the way up. Where do you want to start? No. Let's finish this issue really quickly. Let's finish this one issue really quickly. I want to let you know that transposable elements carry new complexity to species. They can do things like add new functions like beta-lactamases that confer a specific advantage. Further, these things can increase complexity at the level of...
Can you
just finish this really quickly?
Name an advantage.
Beta-lactamases are an advantage because they break down penicillins, and they make these bacteria resistant to penicillins not only created by you and I in the lab, but by other penicillin-producing bacteria.
Okay, did you see what I mentioned tonight about bacteria becoming resistant to drugs, especially penicillin?
Right, and it was incorrect. You said they never gain complexity or gain information. I'm saying they do.
Okay, you're missing such a big picture here. Okay, where did this genetic information come from? Oh, yes, you are. Okay, you're talking about taking already complex, incredibly complex genetic information and moving it. This does not at all help. How did the complexity get there? This is like taking a section of a program out of PowerPoint and it's somehow getting transposed into Microsoft Word. Okay, but they're both already complex programs. The DNA segments you're talking about moving around are incredibly complex.
Complex to you. I mean, basically, how chemically complex is DNA really? And how difficult is it to make DNA from simple elements like carbon dioxide, ammonia, add a little lightning, add a little salt, add a little light energy? How long would it take? They've done it in the lab, not long.
You're telling me, now, I want you to repeat that slowly. You're telling me that you take, DNA can be made very easily, you add a little something together, add a little salt.
This was an experiment that was done a long time ago where they simulated
yeah, I know it was done a long time ago. Miller and Urey experiment, okay? And it's been done many times since then. Let me show you what happened. Is this the experiment you're talking about? Let's see. Right here. Let's see, I'll get it. Okay. Yeah, okay. Right here.
My mom did that.
You're telling me you take a few gases and you run them through an electric spark and you're going to get the element. You think it's simple to make a DNA. That was your statement, I believe.
I'm saying it's not that complex a molecule in the grand scheme of
the DNA
we've seen to exist in the universe.
The DNA is not that complex of a molecule in the grand scheme of things. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. They used methane, ammonia, water vapor, and hydrogen in this experiment, purposely excluding oxygen. And I'll explain why. This textbook says he discovered the bottom of the flask had a red goo that was rich in amino acids. Well, they didn't come close to making life. He excluded oxygen because he knew if there was any oxygen, it would oxidize whatever was created. The problem is, you can't get life to evolve with oxygen. Okay, it's going to oxidize it. It's going to break it back down. Now, amino acids that try to combine are going to oxidize. The problem is ozone is made from oxygen, and ozone blocks UV light, and UV light destroys ammonia, and that's one of the gases he used. So you can't get life to evolve without oxygen.
Your chemistry is way off. What I want to get back to is the transposable.
Don't make an accusation like that.
I want to get back to what I was talking about in the first place. stay on topic. I'm telling you that there are elements of DNA that add complexity. I'm telling you that small morphological or small genetic changes encoded by these transposons can result in large morphological changes and even differences as drastic as mating type preferences, you know?
Okay, now let's slow down, take this a little bit of time. You're telling me that DNA can be moved from one type of animal to another through either viruses or mosquitoes, or wherever you want to move it, okay? And this results in a new kind of animal that is going to be, that process is sufficient to explain how a simple thing like what we consider simple like a paramecium can turn into a different kind of animal like a whale or something else over billions of years.
This is only hard for you to imagine because you don't understand it. And that's what I'm going to finish with.
Wait. I mean, it's hard for me to imagine because I don't understand it.
It's not an insult. I'm saying a lot of people don't understand it.
I'm trying to understand it. But see, you're missing such a big point. Okay, but you're missing such a big point. The point is, what you're referring to is something that is purely religious. You don't observe this.
No, it's certainly observation.
It's absolutely religious. Nobody observes any animal turn to a different kind of animal. Now, if you want to believe, okay, if you want to believe that, that's fine. But don't call it science. Go ahead.
Hello. Hi. My name is Victor. I'm a third-year integrative biology major.
Okay.
Where to begin?
Just anywhere you like, Victor. Calm down. Take a drink. It'll be fine. Okay.
Okay. So first of all, let's start from the beginning. You do not believe that the Earth is billions of years old.
I don't believe the Earth is billions of years old, but that's not what I covered tonight. I covered the evidence for evolution has all that's been presented so far is lies. Where's the evidence for evolution is what I was asking for tonight.
Well, you were citing your belief that the Earth was not very old as evidence that evolution is not true, because evolution is based on the assumption.
No, I didn't cite that at all. You misunderstood, Victor. I never said the Earth is not billions of years old, therefore evolution is not true. What I said is, all of the evidence used to support this theory of evolution has been proven wrong. Where's the real evidence? I do happen to believe the Earth is not billions of years old, but that is unrelated to the discussion. Even if it was billions of years old, that's no help for the evolutionists. That's only the first obstacle they have to overcome. Now, if you want to discuss the age of the Earth, we certainly can, but keep in mind, I am not asking for my belief to be taught at taxpayers' expense. They are. So, the burden of proof is on the evolutionists, not on me. But go ahead.
Okay, fair, but in order to explain evolution, you would have to believe that the Earth is billions of years old.
That's what I said. The first obstacle, you have to have billions of years to make this theory look even consider reasonable.
Right, I agree. And we have very good proof that it is billions of years old.
Okay, you're welcome to believe that.
So, do you not believe in carbon dating and argon dating?
Which one would you like to discuss? Carbon dating or argon dating?
Or both, if you want.
Okay. Well, I do know a little bit about this. Let's see. Potassium slowly decays to argon. The theory goes that since potassium is found in rock quite a bit and decays to argon, argon's a gas which would escape into the atmosphere. So they say, well, when a volcano erupts, it should reset the clock to zero, and we should have any lava flows, when they're fresh, should reset the clock. And this is how they date things by what's called an event horizon. You can look at any textbook. I'll show you here. Potassium decays at a pretty slow rate. 1.3 billion years is considered the half-life of potassium to argon. Okay? About 80% of potassium in a small sample of iron can be removed by distilled water in 4.5 hours. So, in conventional interpretation of potassium-argon age data, it's common to discard ages which are substantially too high or too low compared with the rest of the group, or with other available data such as the geologic time scale. There's my point. It has to be based on geologic time scale. The KBS tough for many years in all the